Hello everybody, welcome to the official replay cast of the round of 16 game 2 between myself and Andy Davo. We drew 1-1 the first game, now I've got another one. Andy chose to receive here, which I was actually quite happy with. I thought, after the first game, I thought, if I win the toss I'm going to kick, and then I'm going to go aggressive defence, right? This is what I'm thinking. So I was actually quite happy to kick, and obviously he chose to receive, so I think we're both quite happy here with him receiving, because you know, if I get a win here, I just win the thing, right? First game's 1-1, so a win for either of us definitely wins here. Of course, Andy and I both British. I qualified through Super League. He qualified through the NAF BB3 qualifier. He's got a pretty standard Necro team. I've got a pretty standard Dark Elf team. I find it a very tricky matchup. A very tricky matchup for the Delves. Really tricky. So there you go. No, I obviously I don't know because I was streaming myself and not able to watch. Look at this, Andy with a surprising move players back first. Oftentimes he wouldn't do this in a Super League, but he's done it here. And he gets a push. Again, protecting his walls with the guards and stuff. Thought he should have moved this guy in already, right? Shouldn't he move this guy in already? So a bit, you know, a tiny mistake here. When I was watching, when I was playing these games, it felt like Andy didn't make any mistakes at all. But you know, it's the tiniest turn ordering issue there, isn't it? And it's not really helping me unless something fails anyway. So you know, instant 2D on the fleshy there is quite good. I could have 2D blitzed that wolf, but I can just block it, can't I? That's why I didn't blitz it, so I can just block it, blockless. Pow him. So the double stun here is incredible. Now I wonder. Oh, that was a stand up and dodge. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if I could have maybe put in the witch here and then moved this witch around and then just blocked the fleshy as well, right? Just really should have maybe tried to go more aggressive. Now with these two stuns, I should have been basing everything right. Tag them both out on a lineman and go hell for leather. That was kind of what I planned. But, and it also is quite central, so there's no real risk in basing everything. Whereas, you know, if you need a sideline, you can risk players getting surf versus necro, so. But then I get my own guy stunned, which makes it a bit rubbish, doesn't it? So now it's not like, you know, again, Andy's done a great job. Like, this is hard to attack. Super annoying. And then I fail the foul appearance on the bloody blitz on what this guy, right? What's he called? A Wraith. So if I could have blitzed the Wraith, then I could have stood and punched the wolf. So, you know, maybe I guess I could have just blitzed the back of the cage. Looking at this again, maybe the play was to base this guy and then blitz and then base the back of the cage. And just base all of this as well. Just base everything. Maybe I should have based everything here. Yeah. Hard though after getting my own guy stunned here. I'm like sad. And this was really good to have blitzed him and then assist the wolf hit, right? And then I'm basing the ball with blodge and I'm knocking over the wolf. Like, that's real good. If I'd got both of those knockdowns. But instead, I failed the foul appearance. But yeah, blitzing rates is really bad, so I probably should have just gone for the easy hit on the zombie. And now he's back in control again, isn't he? He's looking pretty happy. And he hasn't even blitzed yet, so, you know, I don't think the base round the back would have been very good. Actually. But, you know, maybe if everything had been based. Who knows? Yeah, maybe I should have gone in harder, I don't know. It's just hard to say, isn't it, at the end of the day? It's just hard to say what's going to be the best way of doing things. Maybe I can just do 3 seasons of Dark Elves in Super League and learn how to play them. That's an idea, because it's a completely different game versus people who are really good than versus people who aren't really good, to be honest. Yeah. Big difference in versus quality opposition. And Davo has played all of these games great. And now it's just so messy, isn't it? He's got the guard. Maybe I should have been attacking the back of the cage more. I generally don't like attacking the back of cages, right? Because you get people behind the ball, and then especially with Dark Elves, you're so slow, right? With Wood Elves, attacking the backs is much better, isn't it? But Dark Elves are so slow, they don't really particularly like doing it. And then you can't do anything in the front because you've got so much guard. So it's very difficult. Very, very difficult. So the ordering there looks bad, but the idea was, like, you know, getting surfed. Didn't want to just put her out there and against surfed her, I'd failed to dodge, so I was happy with leaving it a little bit weaker. So now we're back with the elf screen again. And it's just harder to come up with a pressure now from no start, isn't it? Like, so it's once I relinquished the everything being based, now it's just he chooses how everything's based, and it just gets that much harder to do anything again. So now I'm pretty much reduced to trying to screen or nibble at the back and sides, right? Like, he's just jamming all the 4 guards in. I can't do anything in the front. Oh, apart from that. Ha! Gonna knock down there. It is good going for the zombies, isn't it? Defenseless players can get random removals on them. Well, this is fine. It was a fine turn there by me. Well done, Jim. Happy with that on the rewatch. This is quite good, isn't it, from Davo? No, it's not. It's not as good as I thought. Disregard. Errata. It's So he's just not getting forward this at all, this half. So I can just screen again next turn. A full pound. Maybe I did need more in contact with the wraiths, right? Like get 2 in contact with wraiths or something. So they couldn't just beat everybody off. The problem is you still get dominated by the guards, so you still can't really do anything against them anyway. I could have rerolled that, but I didn't think it was critical at all, so I thought, let's see if on turn 7 he gives us, like, you know, a way to attack the ball. It's interesting that despite using all 3 rerolls in the first game, he still hasn't actually, like, failed anything. in 2 games, right? Pretty would be nice to have failed something, like actual turnover, you know. Not happening. So this is turn 7. Was there anything possible here? Not really, right? They're all the guards in. Even this is protected. Do you know what? Looking back now, and do you know what? This was terrible. I didn't count the squares on here. And what about this one? No, he couldn't get in, could he? Oh no, could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, he couldn't get in either. No, so neither of these could actually be scoring threats. So what I should have done is she should have been part of the screen. But didn't do that. I'm not sure these are the best squares in order, by the way. But yeah, she should have just been over there already. Now in there, but then I dodged this, and then I tried to get her as a scoring threat, and then realised that I can't. And what I could have done was, like, she does nothing here, right? Like, the last move is nothing. But I could have gone, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rush, and then base the ball for an extra 3+ dodge. Would have been pretty good, wouldn't it? So yeah, I guess I should have done that. But didn't. Just counted the squares and thought, what an idiot. And then just didn't want to risk her, like, you know, failing and getting gang fouled or whatever. I just wouldn't got gang fouled because he was going to score, isn't he? So it's about as much as I could have done anyway, you know, like this to stop jump overs. This is for stopping jump overs. The gap. He gets the 3D there. And he's just got a 4-4-3 to score. Which is 50%. So, you know, this could fail. Doesn't know, of course. So yeah, a bit disappointed. Maybe could have defended harder. Didn't take any removals, which is lovely. So yeah, who knows, right? Maybe if I'd defended harder, I could have. Bit mistake here from Andy. So this is the first mistake here. Look, leaving this guy for the 1 turn. Definitely is possible. I've still got both rerolls as well. So I mean that tells me I should have played a bit more aggressively, right? Just to use them and rather than not trying. I'm not actually sure that this 1 turn was possible, honestly. And maybe I should have just made it a 1-into-1 for the blitz. I made this a 2-into-2 blitz. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I could afford these 2 players and still fill in these 4 at the end. Get the push in the first one. This means it was a 2 into 2. And then I failed. So, brilliant. But you know, the second hit would have pushed this one forward. Then he could have punched him a second one forward. And then the witch could have pushed him 2 forward. That was the plan. But I'm not sure I would have had the players free to have done it. Yeah, it's very, yeah, the witch was turning, it was terrible, but yeah, like it's not terrible things, right? It's not like I've done anything appalling. Oh yeah, foul here because I've got the reserve still, right? Which you can't do with an apple. And then randomly I argued the call. Like with the apple, I couldn't have made that foul. Could have. So, you know, second game already, the reserve is looking a little bit better, especially if I'd killed that guy. So yeah, no 1 turn. Now I've got now this time he's defending against the Daka by putting everything on the LOS, which is a bit rowdy, isn't it? This is very rowdy, this setup. I liked how rowdy it was. I did think if I could try and fight, but I couldn't, so didn't. But you know, I could have blitzed this guy. I was thinking I could have blitzed this zombie into this one and chained him away, and then I could have got 2 dice on that, and then I could have got 2 dice on that. But the problem is then I'm packing in like all of my players on a corner, and then he might just start piling in and serving me and stuff. So I thought, no, let's just Daka. And again, not a full Daka, right? The plan is never to full Daka in this game, because it's just, I feel like the full Daka is not good enough versus Necro. Not reliable enough to break through. Elves are so slow. Wills are so fast that a Daka seems a pretty bad idea. But you know, I've got a player like behind enemy lines, and I quite like the turn ordering here of like having the screen and stuff and then making only 36 dodges. I was quite happy with that turn actually. Yeah, I mean most of their team isn't faster, is it? But yeah, they've got 3 players. Well, 2 players that are super fast with frenzy, so they can just always run you down, which is rough. He doesn't get to stick me on the sidelines, so that's something. I'm just going to start smashing in. It's so annoying, isn't it? Because Necro kind of like counter your Witch Elves really well, because they've got the stand firm and the side steps. They complete frenzy domination with Necro. I just can't really do anything. Can't really hit anything. So I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit this zombie and go down the sideline a little bit. Removal, very nice. Elves a player up is great, isn't it? Elves getting players up is very good. And quite a safe little cage there, and then fail the first lineman dodge. Classic. So that was a little bit unlucky, I felt, you know, like I did all of the correct ordering and then the first guy without a reroll available just instantly fails. So not too happy about stuff getting banged out here. He's not rolling great dice this turn. Rerolled. Boy, because he was hitting with a fleshy, okay. I guess he wants to blitz back with a wolf. Because he's pretty turned around here. in terms of like yes, I didn't get to dodge these guys out, but it also means that all of his reactive pieces are all trapped anyway, right? So I was never going to think about going for the win on defense. Never, ever, ever. Never, ever, ever was I going to quick score, unless I had to. Would never dream about doing that. I've got another game to try that, haven't I? That's the thing. I've got another game to try that. If it comes to it. So I feel like this is okay, right? I've tagged the Wraith there and the Fleshy, so he can't get back with those. So I feel like he can't get back with too much here. And if he does, I can always just go back anyway, can't I? Right, this Wraith has got to put another player in a punch, which isn't easy, is it? So he's actually going to blitz him free. Base is Wolf there. Protects him with guard. And, you know, yet again, Andy just does a great job of putting... And he does fail something. Look at this, he failed something. I mean, okay, he cased me. He cased me, but he did fail something. And okay, it was the last action, so it didn't really cause a turnover. But still, he actually failed something. And that means I actually get to blitz this guy, block the Wolf, and, you know, come back and make a kind of safe thing. It's only turn 12. I've got a bit of time left. So I'm quite happy with dropping back a little bit here. Of course, don't knock him over. Why would I ever? Power Wolf. And then I can keep this witch up and dangerous. With block as well, very nice. And get to make this hit. So I quite like my turn there, honestly, coming back. That was only made possible by him actually fitting something. Instant wolf hit. And like, while he has really fast wolves, the rest of his team isn't too fast, and my team is agile, isn't it? So I can still move around quite well, depending on where he puts his sidesteppers and stand firmers. It's never too difficult to move around a little bit, but this was actually a great play by him, I thought. This is horrible. I spent ages on this turn. I actually spent ages on this turn, and maybe I should have, you know, spread out a bit the turn before. But like, this is just so hard because I've got no... All of my dodges with dodge, they're all 3+, right? Or more. They're all 3s or 4s, which is horrible. So this guy can dodge out on a 2, and then I can blitz and chain a guy free or whatever, but like, it's still just like not easy, right? It's so not easy, this. I could have blitzed the wolf, but again, I'd still have to dodge somebody first. This was super, super annoying. Great turn from Andy. I hated this. I absolutely hated this. Instantly moved that so I could punch and move the ball away. So like, you know, at least this isn't terrible, right? I've at least got away. Had to use a reroll there because it was like first action basically. And now it makes it even more scary because now I've only got one reroll left. So now I've got to do the 3-2 because at least that's a 1 in 9, right, rather than a 1 in 6. Probably can't afford dodges like rerolls. Another 2+ dodge, and that chains him, so I've at least got the 2+ out there. I like that chain to give me the 2 away. Tag his wolf as well is nice, 1-on-1 tag there. Try to power the ghoul. I could have just punched the zombie, right? But I thought let's try and power the ghoul. Get that 3-2 out, that's quite nice. And then try the 4-2 here, because he had the zombie, like he had an instant 2D with a zombie, didn't he? Though it is a blodger, and he could have only pushed me to there, so maybe I should have just stayed where I was. Or he could have 3D'd me with the wolf, which is pretty uncomfortable, isn't it? So maybe he should, I mean obviously after it fails it looks like I should have just stayed where I was. But also I stacked these 2 dodges, and the second one was a 1. I'd burn the dodge, so maybe I should have just tried 1 dodge and then stayed afterwards, or just not moved at all. Maybe another mistake there. I hope you're ready, because this is the Andy Davo mistake about to happen. Very exciting. So he punches things. You can't really lock this down, right? So that's quite good. And then makes this dodge, puts a reroll in, and then he makes a dodge to there. And of course, what he could have done was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He could have like double rushed or single rushed to here, or double rushed to there if that's where he wanted to be, or there. Like he could have single rushed to here. I think is brilliant. I think that's the best move, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rush. I think that's the best move because it's just a 2+. Like maybe this is a better square, but the fact this is just a single 2+, I think that's where he had to go with the wolf. So I do think he finally made a mistake, and he rolled a 2, which the rush would have succeeded, and he got KO'd. So that was pretty incredible punishment for one tiny mistake. And now it's turn 14. So now I just have to run forward, right? No real choice here. I made a mistake here. What I wanted to do was I wanted to know where this guy was, so that what to do with these. That's stupid, right? I've just got to make the rolls with these anyway. So these should have just made their rolls straight away. I want to know if he was down or not. But I should have just thought more, right? Like if I pow him inside, then I can go out and stuff, or if I push him out, then I'll dodge there. So I wanted to know if I needed the ordering of these, so I wouldn't have to double dodge with the witch elves and stuff. But it was just stupid because I didn't think about what happens if the 1 in 9 happens. The 1 in 9 happens, and I've just got to do a 3-2. So that was appalling. I should have absolutely had these witch elves through first. Roll a 1 here. I feel like I have to re-roll this. That was my last re-roll. Maybe I didn't have to re-roll it, but it sure felt like I had to. Maybe I should have based the Wraith as well. Maybe I should have based the Wraith there with him instead of here. But the thing is, if I don't, if he's not here, this Wraith goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7, 8. Okay, so we can dodge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this wolf can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rush, rush. It's not that good, is it? Actually, maybe I didn't have to. Maybe I didn't have to get there. But it let me roll a few more dodges afterwards, anyway. Oh no, it was just 1 dodge. A single dodge and a double rush. So 2 dodges and 4 rushes, and he's only got 1 reroll. So huge pow and AV break. I mean, the death doesn't matter. Just the AV break was brutal there. He's still got the, yeah, he's got the blitz. So if I'd based it, I should have based that Wraith. I definitely should have based that Wraith. And he just lets us. Now here, I blitzed the Wraith, which is dumb. Now that I think about it, I've got 3 players with dodge. Well, I didn't want to make a critical 1 in 36 with a ball, but that's stupid, right? Because I've got this guy who can move for free, and then I've just got to make 1, 2 I've just got to make 3 critical rolls, right? I've just got to get the ball carrier to here, the lineman there, one witch elf to here and one witch elf to here. So I've just got to do that, and I didn't. I was so this was real bad. This was real bad. I blocked there, which now I've only got 2 players, and now I need this guy to dodge, right? So what I could have done, I could have just decided this guy has to dodge. He will be here, so I could have these 2 there and there, and then the ball here. That's what I should have done. I should have put the ball there, these 2 here and here, and then I need this guy to dodge. And if I'd done that, I'd have been okay. But instead I did this, which was, you know, shit, as it happens. Because now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rush to surf. And the surf is about 44%. Like, this is a great square to be in, right? I really wanted to be in that square. But yeah, I could have just had one there, and like the ball here, up here. Which would have made the failing the 2+ disastrous. But, yeah, so I played this turn badly. And he's got a chance just to power me, right? He's got the 1 in 6 just to power me on the 1D. He doesn't get that, and now he's out of rerolls after using it on the dodge. And he gets a dub score. So he was really high odds to surf me, about 44 altogether, so I got pretty lucky in the end to get out of that with a draw. But it just feels so hard, man. Like, it just feels such a hard game. It's so hard versus a top player, which Andy absolutely is. Maybe the best player in the tournament, and it was just so hard all the time. And he ended up making 3 cards there, but it didn't matter because it was the second half. I quite like kicking first, so it didn't matter that those cards came on my offense as long as I could get over the line. And there you go. That means we'll be having a 3rd critical match tiebreaker. 4 cows. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So you know, he's technically got a chance of this 1 turn, but it's so small odds that basically doesn't. I'm never worried about Necro 1 turning. Like, I know that it's technically possible, but I'm never ever concerned about it. And especially not without any rerolls. So there you go, that is a 1-1 draw. And we go to a 3rd game where, can I keep getting away with it? Maybe not. I feel both games he's played, you know, it pains me to say it, but I do think he's played better than me both games, and I think it's a hard matchup. And I think I haven't diced him at all, right? Like, crucially, he's just picked up the ball. He caught the ball in the first game, then just picked it up first try. Like, he hasn't really had any bad dice apart from that wolf dodge into removal and the fleshy 1 in 9. And like, yes, he used 3 rerolls on dub skulls in the first game, but like, they didn't fail anything, right? Like, that's what rerolls are for, to stop you failing. Like, I haven't made any snakes, and like, so it's just kind of weird. It's been a weird game where I haven't really had anything good happen apart from my 50% score, and then that, you know, not getting surfed, but then, you know, he made his 50% score against the screen. Weird couple of games, just kind of, yeah, I felt like I've been underdog both games. He's just played, annoyingly, he's just played absolutely fantastically. So there you go. We'll have a game number 3. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.